Bluefish? Yep, there's a couple. That's a nice one. Right? Get your pliers ready. Going after some big angry bluefish today. Let's catch some bluefish, man. I clicked on this video to watch this guy in a kayak catch bluefish. You did. No refunds. You know they're not there if you're not catching them on paddle tails, though. Somewhere, but not there. There's one. Like a trout or bluefish? Bluefish, small one. Kind of your average ones. Said I can't control if there's going to be just 3 to 5 pounders for the day, or we're going to see some, you know, the 8 to 10s. Not really in a place where it's super predictable the size of the fish you bump into. And that's fishing, man. Show you the biggest blues there are. Me, I'll just show you the kayak and a goober. Actually, really don't love handling these 3-pound class fish sometimes because they can be the most unruly of the bunch. I'm looking. Try topwater. I'm not seeing much, man. But it can always be deceiving, right? Went over a huge pile of them here, didn't I? Didn't want the topwater, man. Got a 40-pound leader on there. We do our annual bluefish catch and cut. At the end of the day, I'll keep one probably. I think there's been a lot these 4-pound, 4 or 5-pounders here this year. There are big ones around though. Pure guys are hammering big choppers. I don't know about inshore how it's been. Man, those teeth. Forget what that's like, huh? There's 1, there's 2, there's 3. Took a minute. Oh, pulled him? Dang. Well, at least there's a few there. Found him. Seem like mostly smaller ones. This one might be better though. It's not bad. Chapas. Oh, down the jig. Try the down current side, that didn't work. Bluefish? Yep, there's a couple. Broke me off. Oh man, bad luck today. Throw something that can maybe get a little easier time. Never thought I'd see the day they won't eat a paddle tail. Never thought I'd see the day that topwater is. Big one. It's a good one. The best. Oh, no, he got in my freaking prop. Oh no, no. I think we just lost him. Oh. What happened here? Oh my gosh. He wrapped around this freaking prop. That's the worst thing to happen. It's a big freaking bluefish wrapped around this thing. Okay. I think we got him out. No bueno. Chopper time. All right, it's been kind of a tricky start because, you know, I don't know what I'm doing. I mean, there are bluefish at the end of the day, but that's a great hammer of a head bluefish. It's got that big hammerhead. There's not that much forage here in the spring, so it's like a little, it's a little spotty. It also took me a lot longer than it should to figure out where they were. You know, bluefish I don't consider to be too difficult of a fish. But I got I definitely just got that treatment there. All right. Gators. All right, let's get them out of there. They're pretty tough too. Throwing this Yozuri. I thought this thing would be a bluefish magnet. Guess not. I'm working these topwaters too slow. Big mistake I'm doing here. It's the best. Remember back in the day when there was like loads of like, you know, these last two fish are like, you know, 6 to 9 pounds. But there used to be a time there was like some 15 to 20 pounders around. I mean, they were like, this is only a taste of what it was, right? Still, it's awesome. That's the fish. Like you grew up filling sacks of them. I'm glad we've come a long way on our behavior towards the bluefish, right? Maybe we should have respected them a little more back then, because these days it's one of the fish I always kind of want to target. Smaller one. Tail logging. It's okay. I think I see a few right in front of me here. Oh my God, that was a monster. That was one of the largest ones I've seen in North Carolina that just went by me. High 30-incher for sure. Yeah, the really big ones are like 1, but they don't bite that well. You see like a school of like 5 or 6 of them, yeah, they all seem to bite. Oh my gosh, they're fighting over that topwater. Sweet. I tell you, they break off. They're like swimming around. My freaking the one I have hooked, and like if you ever wonder why it happens, it's so easy. They're just swimming around, biting everything. It looks like biting each other. Great big bluefish. Yeah, I got a freaking fray up there in the leader. Jeez. That's a nice one, right? Oh, that's sick. This is a big fish. Waters don't float. Honestly, it's all about, if you work them aggressively, you're gonna get bit. Yeah, bust out the top waters for the lean, mean dome head bluefish. Awesome. Man, that one I saw was really big. Okay. Need new leaders. Going with a single treble. Just feel like it's gonna make my life a lot easier. Chopper. go kick this plug back at me. Just got a single treble on there. That was too easy. They're kind of camouflaged at the bottom. You know, they got that purplish hue and it's a little hard to see them sometimes. Honestly, I just thought there were patches of sand here, but it's all bluefish. Spit up the paddle tail. Try to do my good deed here and make sure to scoop that up. Okay. Doink. Yeah, it's cleaner with that single jig though, man. The topwater's fun, but yeah. Sometimes even with that. Brave man to do that, right? It's not that green. There's those grippers. That was silly looking, right? That was getting a little too comfortable. That's how you get bit. You start getting comfortable. Stingrays get you that way. Bluefish get you. Gotta always err on the side of caution. How many thousands of fish do you think one of these things eat? Thousands. Thousands. Harder time seeing these ones out here. A little bit deeper, I think. How can you not do this for one day in the spring? 3, 2, 1. Yeah. Like deck, bluefish deck chaos. Remember these things tumbling down the head boats as a kid, right? All right, it is the time. Time to see if I can catch one of these things to eat. Not always that easy. Getting ready to wrap it up. And yeah, gotta find one, right? Of course. It's a flounder. Glad you didn't have to see that. I think I found a few. We got here? Bluefish or a trout? Or mackerel maybe. Really fast. Bluefish. Perfect size. All right, that's coming home for dinner. hoping as we got onto some of these shallower flats, we'd see one. Gonna keep a bluefish, man. Sometimes I enjoy the culinary challenge too. Used to be 50 cents a pound. I did see the bluefish fillets selling for, I don't know, I think I saw fillets for like $6 a pound recently. So I had this idea. I thought, I see a lot more jerkies in the grocery store, and I made bluefish jerky last year and thought it was really good. And I kind of thought you might be able to, on a local scale, get it going, and who knows from there. But somebody with the resources and the time, I think the bluefish jerky would do really well. So anyway, I'm going to keep my one bluefish. You're allowed to keep 3 of these jokers a day, but to me, even this guy's a little bigger than I normally would keep, but I haven't bumped into them along the way here, so I think some of the biggest fish today were probably, 33, 34. Maybe one of those fish was really big. This guy is about 23. Yeah. All right. Yeah, there was 1 or 2 of those jokers were big. All right, let's bleed this guy out. That's pretty essential right there. Blood is in that thing. Can't even tell you a lot, starting to get more into it. The culinary side, sometimes it's a pretty good time. Whiptails, I still got a few left. They're $3.99 a pack. It's the only product thing I'm going to shove down your face. Funny, like one of my favorite trips last year was for them, and I think that it is this year. And if you don't fish much and you see what's on social media as thinking that's like the peak fun fishing, it's not. And this last 2 years, I've definitely, I wouldn't say given up. I have to like mentally recompartmentalize myself. Otherwise, I'll never go fishing again. And every time I think about the word content, I just like, ugh. But this isn't this. I mean, it is content out here to you, but to me, this wasn't going to work. I've heard people say, well, lots of people hate their jobs. Ooh, let's see what it is. Is that a shark? I bet it's a cobia. No, it's a shark. Can you imagine I run over a cobia on this flat? That's got to be a shark, yeah. Black tip shark. Curious, how's your run of bluefish this year where you're at? After 2018, there was definitely, some areas had a bigger dip before that, but in 2018, there was a really big dip of them after 2000. 2018 was like the last good run for me. 2019, 2020, 2021, all those years kind of sucked. And then the last 3 or 4 seem to have been a little bit better. Definitely not as good as they were, but better. But 2018 was like the last really good year. Come a long way. Ever filleted a bluefish on camera, filleted it in my truck bed. Now we're gonna fillet it on my kayak. No, I'm kidding. And pies over there. Why? Why is somebody ringing my doorbell now? went a little bit higher up to try to get more of that bloodline off. No matter what you do, you gotta bust out the knife. In modern marketing terms, it's the fish lover's fish. I think we're overdue for an Instagram influencer to start eating this and saying this will bulk you up and remove your chances of cancer, whatever the scheme is. Okay, so we got our 4 cuts of bluefish here. Chunks, right? I'm gonna put this on the grill. I'll show you what we're gonna try to do with this, see how it works out. Not gonna lie, I'm super nervous about doing bluefish. I don't know if my grill is clean enough for it, but it does look good, right? You saw that in the store and somebody said that's bluefish. I think you'd give it a try. Get a nice flavor from the grill itself. Should have used a grill mat. I don't know why I thought I could get away with it. It still looks pretty good. Just didn't get the chars I was looking for. Grill mat. You know, I was like, I think we'll be okay. That stuff sticks to the grill too much. Just add a little cilantro to the top. 2 things to do. I made a mistake here. Obviously, I don't know why I zoned out and didn't use a grill mat. 1, would have had a nicer finish on it. Kind of fell apart, lost a couple chunks on the grill. And 2 is pre-cook those peppers down a little bit because, you know, peppers take at least 10-15 minutes. I was too scared to overcook the bluefish. So, wow, that was really good. I'll be straight up with you. If I hated it, I'd tell you right away, because I usually don't like bluefish. This is the first time I've ever had it where I was like, wow, I'm very happy with how this tastes. Learn from my mistakes. Those flavors are gonna be really good. All right, guys, let me go.